Cricket's origins can be traced back to the 16th century in southeast England. Initially, it was a children's game. The earliest definitive reference to cricket being played comes from a court case in 1597 in Guildford, Surrey, where it was described as a game played by children. Over the 17th century, cricket began to gain popularity among adults, and its rules and structure started to become more organized. The first recorded match took place in 1646 in Kent, and by the end of the 17th century, cricket had become a popular activity, particularly in the southeast of England. The 18th century marked significant developments in cricket's formalization and organization. By 1709, the first recorded match between county teams was played in Kent. In 1727, articles of agreement were drawn up to establish rules for two matches between the teams of the Duke of Richmond and Mr. Alan Broderick, setting a precedent for codifying the game's rules. The first known code of laws was established in 1744, and these were later formalized by the Marylebone Cricket Club, MCC, in 1787. At Lord's Cricket Ground in London, the MCC became the custodian of the laws of cricket, a role it still holds today. Cricket's popularity grew throughout the 18th century, with notable developments such as the introduction of the first county match in 1709, and the establishment of Lord's Cricket Ground in 1787. The game also began to spread beyond England's borders, largely due to the influence of the British Empire.
The 19th century was a period of significant expansion and internationalization for cricket. One of the early milestones was the Gentlemen v Players match in 1806, which distinguished amateur gentlemen from professional players. This period also saw the introduction of county cricket, with Sussex forming the first county club in 1839. By the 1850s, county cricket was well established, and the county championship was formally established in 1890. Internationally, cricket's reach began to expand. The first international match was played in 1844 between the United States and Canada. Although this match did not lead to a sustained international rivalry, it marked the beginning of cricket's international journey. In 1877, the first Test match was played between England and Australia at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, MCG. This match is considered the beginning of Test cricket, the highest standard of the game. The Ashes series, one of cricket's most famous rivalries, began in 1882 after Australia defeated England at the Oval, leading to the creation of the famous Ashes urn. The 20th century saw cricket become a truly global sport. In 1909, the Imperial Cricket Conference, now the International Cricket Council, ICC, was established by England, Australia, and South Africa to regulate international cricket. This period also saw the expansion of Test cricket to include other countries. West Indies played their first Test match in 1928, New Zealand in 1930, India in 1932, and Pakistan in 1952. These developments were crucial in spreading cricket's popularity around the world. Cricket continued to evolve in the 20th century with the introduction of new formats and innovations. One of the significant changes was the introduction of limited overs cricket. The first limited overs match was played in 1963, and this format quickly gained popularity due to its shorter duration and faster pace. The first one-day international, ODI, was played in 1971 between Australia and England. This format led to the establishment of the Cricket World Cup, with the inaugural tournament held in England in 1975. West Indies won the first two World Cups in 1975 and 1979, establishing themselves as a dominant force in limited overs cricket. Another significant development in the late 20th century was the establishment of World Series cricket by Kerry Packer in 1977. Packer's initiative introduced innovations such as night games, colored clothing, and improved player pay, which professionalized the sport and made it more spectator-friendly. Although initially controversial, many of these innovations were later adopted by mainstream cricket. The late 20th century also saw the end of apartheid in South Africa, leading to their return to international cricket in 1992. This was a significant moment for the sport, as South Africa had been isolated from international cricket since the 1970s. Due to its apartheid policies. The 21st century has seen cricket continue to grow and evolve, with significant developments in both the sport's structure and its global reach. One of the most notable changes has been the rise of T20 cricket. The first official T20 match was played in England in 2003, and the format quickly gained popularity due to its fast pace and entertainment value. The inaugural ICC World 2020 was held in South Africa in 2007, with India emerging as the winners. The success of T20 cricket led to the establishment of domestic T20 leagues, the most prominent being the Indian Premier League, IPL, launched in 2008. The IPL revolutionized cricket with its franchise-based format, attracting global talent and massive audiences. Another significant development in the 21st century has been the introduction of the World Test Championship by the ICC in 2010. This was aimed at providing more context to test matches and making the format more competitive. The inaugural World Test Championship final was held in 2021, with New Zealand defeating India to become the first champions. Technological advancements have also played a crucial role in modern cricket. The Decision Review System, DRS, introduced in the late 2000s, has helped improve the accuracy of umpiring decisions by using technology such as Hawkeye, Snick Meter, and Hotspot. These innovations have enhanced the fairness and transparency of the game. Cricket has continued to grow in popularity worldwide, with new countries emerging as competitive teams. Afghanistan and Ireland became the newest test-playing nations in 2017, reflecting the sport's expanding global reach. Women's cricket has also seen significant growth, with increased investment, media coverage, and competitive international tournaments, including the Women's T20 World Cup and the Women's Cricket World Cup. Despite its growth and commercialization, cricket has faced challenges, including corruption scandals, match fixing, and issues related to player workload and mental health. The ICC and national cricket boards have worked to address these challenges, implementing stricter regulations and support systems to maintain the sport's integrity and ensure the well-being of players. Thank you for watching. For more videos, subscribe HRB Official.